We are in the first round of our red-white sealed. We're on the draw here. We have a very questionable hand, double white, no red sources, and our first drop is a 3-drop with double red. So I think that's a throwback. We're going to mulligan. And now it's a little better. We got a 2-drop, a 4-drop, and a combat trick. Okay, we'll keep this. So our opponent's playing some black. Lightning Javelin off the top, not bad. We always like removal. Drop a white. If we potentially draw into Celestial Flare, I mean, we're not going to get to play it. We get to hold on to it till next turn, so leading with the white's not bad. There's no double red cards in the deck. We'll go with a Cleric of the Forward Order. Get in them beats. So next turn we don't have a play, so we can send Cleric of the Forward in sideways and hold an Enshrouding Mist for a blocker, which would be a Water Courser. Okay. Question is, do I want to... Ooh, well, that's an option too. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll send the Cleric in sideways, holding the Enshrouding Mist. If he chooses not to block, that's fine. I'll drop the Gear Crafter. If he chooses to block, I'll Enshrouding Mist and finish off the Courser. And I'm happy with this. This stalls me a turn, but it gets rid of a very annoying creature. Water Courses are pretty good, and I get to keep some board presence as well, and I didn't drop a land. I love it. See, this is why you always need to be paying attention. Oh well. It'll be alright. Okay. Reeve's Soul's fine. Seems to have burned his turn as well, so that's decent. And we didn't really lose anything by not dropping that land, so I think I'm okay with it. So we got a Gear Crafter down, 3 power on the board, a few removal in hand, and another haste creature to come down if I draw a land. It's a good spot to be in. Opponent's got 5 lands, and he passes the turn. He's going to play something. 5 mana removal. 3/3 flyer. What you gonna do? Oh, passes the turn. Alright. Well, it's a shame I didn't draw a land here. That would have been a really good time to get the Fire Fiend in, but c'est la vie. We'll swing sideways. We'll hold on to our Mighty Leap in case we need it for something. Okay, 6 lands. Reeve's Soul. So I've got the choice here of dropping the Mighty Leap, which will save the Gear Crafter, which I might as well do. So not something I would generally do, but I have mana open, and the spell's kind of burning a hole in my pocket. So we'll nix that Reeve's Soul. And there's our land. So we'll drop the Fire Fiend and swing with the board. Oh, what's coming this way? Ah, Bone to Ash, of course. That's a terrible spell. Not bad, but I don't know if my opponent's deck is all that good. We'll see how this continues to play out. A couple of Reeve's Souls are great, Water Courser, but Bone to Ash is generally not a card I like to see play in draft anyways. In sealed, I guess it's not terrible. So the question is here, what do I want to do? I could ice the Ghoul, or I could simply drop the Spirits, swing and pass, and ice it next turn, which sounds like a reasonable plan. So we'll swing. And it's also good to note that I do have Spell Mastery for my Ravaging Blaze with a couple of instants in the yard. So we'll hold up one white representing an Enshrouding Mist, since he's already seen one. We'll pass the turn. Suppression Bonds will give a +1/+1 counter to the Blessed Spirits as well. So, I mean, my hand's looking pretty decent right now. If he swings, that's fine, let him go through. Oh, he decides not to, that's fine. So we got a Celestial Flare. So what I want to do here is I'll Lightning Javelin, because that'll get my Gearcrafter through, and I'll hold the Celestial Flare for the next threat he drops when he wants to block with. But this will get me extra 2 damage through this turn and get me a Scry as well. And the Rambler. We do not have mana to use the Rambler, so I'm just going to put it on the bottom for now. I could have held on to it, but it would just be a dead card in my hand. I'm happy with land or basically any other card at the moment. Cruel Revival, targeting the zombie. Oh, that sucks. Well, lucky for him. And here comes the zombie again. That's fine. We got a Ravaging Blaze to finish him off. So we go in for 3 and hold the Blaze. Pass the turn. I can always use the Blaze as an instant. Let's see what he plays. Jace. I do not like Jace, but in this scenario, he's not that scary. So what do we want to do? Do we want to pop the Blaze off, or do we just want to go with a Suppression Bonds? If I Suppression Bond the Shambling Ghoul, swing, he probably won't block, he'll flip his Jace, but then I have Ravaging Blaze to finish him. Or I can Ravaging Blaze now. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I'll Ravaging Blaze now on Jace for 3. That's a win. So Ravaging Blaze for 3. That puts him to 2. Then Suppression Bonds, Ghoul, and that's a win. Unless he's got something else. Nope. Alright, sideboarding. Do I have anything that I want to bring in? I didn't see much that would make me want to change my game plan here. Meteorite. Yeah. I got enough removal. Guardian Automatons. I think we're good to just throw back the same deck. Alright, game 2. I'll be on the play again, or sorry, on the draw. We got 3 land, no white source from a Topan. Again, I think I gotta throw this back, although this is a very good hand if I just had a white source. I'm gonna have to throw it back. Well, this is... well, I'll just keep this anyways. I'll just pray to draw a mountain. Thank you. Alright, so we're in decent shape now. We got Mage Ring Bully, backed up by a Mighty Leap, if I need it, with our Crowan Sergeant. All is well. Trolling Vector could be fun. Oh, 3 colors. And that's that water courser again. So we'll... Okay, I'm gonna drop my land first because last time I forgot. We'll swing in with the majoring bully and see what he does. Last time he got killed by... Well, he's gonna go for it again. Well, we'll just pump, save our bully. Not the most efficient use of our cards. I'd like to have the current sergeant on the field, but next turn I could do Enthralling Victor and swing with the board. So that's a decent move as well. So that'd be nice. Depends on what he plays. If he plays nothing, I'll drop the Fire Fiend. Alright, Fire Fiend Elemental it is. There's a good chance this gets Bone to Ash, which is fine. Oh, no counterspell. Does he have a removal? He showed a couple of them. Oh, Send to Sleep. Alright, I like that. I can take that. It's not too scary. Next turn I still have a Enthralling Victor open. If he drops a small creature. Then I can swing with the board. Wow, okay. So he reclaimed his Send to Sleep. That's a move I've never seen before. It's desperation right there. So I think we'll just drop our Crone Sergeant. He's gonna Send to Sleep these guys again. Oh. Interesting. He's got Spell Mastery now. Yep. Alright. Now we'll just drop our Sergeant. Pass the turn. Board state's looking pretty good. He's got 3 cards in hand. But his deck has not been showing very well. I'm not sure why he's 3 colors and why he'd be playing Reclaim. But maybe he's got some bomb. I don't know. We'll see. Reef Soul. Okay. So the question is, do I drop Enthralling Victor here? Or do I want to hold it? Nah, I'll just drop it, because at this point, I've got good board presence. The only thing that I'm afraid of is like another Water Courser, which could block our Majoring Bully. Spire Aeronaut is not scary at all. And they're not exactly prime targets to be stealing either way. So, time to swing with the board. See what he does. He could double block the Fire Fiend Elemental, perhaps. Or double block the bully. Nope. Yep. And that's fine. Get in for 5. And we'll drop a land. Because that Ravaging Blaze could come off the top of our library, so... Veteran Sidearm, I like this. Give me a Prowess trigger. We'll throw this on the Enthralling Victor for now. Well, I'm definitely happy that was a sidearm and not a vial, because at this point the vial wouldn't be all that useful. Alright, you can turn to Frog, my guy. You go for it, because that's not going to do a whole lot. Jace, again. Taupe Freeblade. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap the sidearm over to the Majoring Bully, which represents 2/3 power targets to block, if he chooses to. rather than letting him get an extra free point of blocking if he chose to. Then we'll drop Free Blade, pass the turn, and we got lethal. He could Jace Ascend to Sleep, but I would still be able to swing with one creature and finish his Jace off. I guess. Don't know what else he'd do. Jace's Descend to Sleep taps down. The Toppan, maybe. And then Enthralling Victor. Eats the bully to the face. I don't know. And if he does that, do I swing at the Jace and kill it, or do I just swing at his face? Let's see. He could just scoop. Yep, send to sleep. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Alright. So, now, Veteran Sidearm to the Toppan Free Blade. Do I want to put him at 1, or do I just want to play it safe? Ice the Jace. -2, -0. That's all he can do. Let's go for the face, because that also gives me the opportunity to pick up Renown. Putting him at 1's good. I'm not too afraid of that Jace right now. Okay. And scoop. Well, that was my first game. I'll see you guys at game 2, match 2.